Tracing Laravel Applications with AWS X-Ray, a comprehensive guide using AWS Distro for OpenTelemetry. This podcast is brought to you by Business Compass LLC. We are an Amazon Web Services advanced consulting partner. We build and migrate workloads to Amazon Cloud. Our website is businesscompassllc.com. Our phone number is 973-638-2228. Our email address is contact@businesscompassllc.us. Introduction: Understanding AWS Distro for OpenTelemetry, ADOT, and Laravel tracing. Tracing is an invaluable tool for monitoring and debugging modern web applications. AWS Distro for OpenTelemetry, ADOT, provides a powerful and flexible solution for collecting, processing, and exporting traces to AWS X-Ray. For Laravel developers, integrating tracing into their applications can significantly improve visibility into their performance and behavior. In this podcast, we'll set up Laravel tracing with ADOT, ensuring your traces are sent to AWS X-Ray for seamless monitoring. Setting up your Laravel project, installing Composer, and creating a Laravel application. To get started, you must have Composer installed on your machine. Composer is a dependency manager for PHP, which is essential for setting up a Laravel project. If you still need to install Composer, you can do so by following the official Composer installation guide. Once Composer is installed, create a new Laravel project by running the following command in your terminal. Composer create project preferred dist Laravel OpenTelemetry. This will create a new Laravel project in a directory named Laravel OpenTelemetry. Navigate into this directory to continue setting up your project. Exploring automatic instrumentation, utilizing OpenTelemetry's automatic instrumentation for PHP. OpenTelemetry provides automatic instrumentation for PHP, which simplifies the process of capturing traces. Automatic instrumentation enables you to trace HTTP requests, database queries, and other critical operations without manually modifying your code. To use OpenTelemetry's automatic instrumentation, you'll first need to install the OpenTelemetry PHP SDK. This can be done using Composer. Composer require OpenTelemetry/SDK. Next, you'll need to install the OpenTelemetry PHP extension. This extension provides the necessary hooks for automatic instrumentation. PECL install OpenTelemetry. Once installed, enable the extension in your php.ini file. Extension equals OpenTelemetry.so. Resolving installation errors. Troubleshooting the OpenTelemetry PHP extension module installation. During the installation of the OpenTelemetry PHP extension, you may encounter errors. Common issues include missing dependencies or incompatible PHP versions. To resolve these, check PHP version. Ensure your PHP version is compatible with the OpenTelemetry extension. You can check your PHP version with PHP v2. Install missing dependencies. The OpenTelemetry extension may require additional libraries. Use your package manager to install any missing dependencies. For example, on Ubuntu, you can run sudo apt-get install yphp dev autoconf. 3. Rebuild the extension. If you're still encountering issues, try rebuilding the extension from source. Sudo pekl uninstall OpenTelemetry. Sudo pekl install OpenTelemetry. Manual instrumentation with OpenTelemetry, configuring traces manually in Laravel. While automatic instrumentation covers many common scenarios, there may be cases where you must manually instrument specific parts of your Laravel application. To do this, you can leverage the OpenTelemetry SDK. Start by adding the following code in your Laravel application's bootstrap/app.php file to set up the OpenTelemetry tracer. Use OpenTelemetry/API/trace/tracer provider. Use OpenTelemetry/SDK/trace/tracer provider factory. $app greater than singleton tracer function. $tracer provider equals tracer provider factory : create. Return $tracer provider greater than get tracer Laravel app. Semicolon. You can then start a new trace in your controllers or services. $tracer equals app tracer. $span equals $tracer greater than span builder my span greater than start span. / your logic here. $span greater than end. Containerizing with Docker Compose, building a Docker environment for Laravel and OpenTelemetry. To ensure your Laravel application and the OpenTelemetry collector are portable and easy to manage, we'll use Docker Compose to containerize them. Create a Docker Compose.yml file in your project root with the following content. Version 3.8. Services, Laravel. Build, context, Dockerfile, Dockerfile. Volumes. /var/www/html. Ports. 8000 to 8000. Environment. app_env equals local. app_debug equals true. app_key equals base 64 : your _app_key_ here. OpenTelemetry collector. Image, OTel/OpenTelemetry collector contrib. Ports. 4317 to 4317. 55680 to 55680. Volumes. /otelconfig.yaml:/otel-localconfig.yaml. Command, config equals /otel-localconfig.yaml. This Docker Compose setup defines two services, Laravel and OpenTelemetry collector. The otelconfig.yaml file should be configured to send traces to AWS X-Ray. Starting the containers. Running the Dockerized Laravel application and OpenTelemetry collector. To start the services, run the following command. Docker Compose upd. This will build and start both the Laravel application and the OpenTelemetry collector. You can now access your Laravel application at http://localhost:8000. Verifying trace data in AWS X-Ray, confirming successful transmission of traces. After your application has processed some requests, head to the AWS X-Ray console to verify that traces are being received. Navigate to the X-Ray service and look for traces associated with your application. You should see detailed traces, including the spans generated by automatic and manual instrumentation. Conclusion: reflecting on the Laravel tracing process and production considerations. Tracing with AWS Distro for OpenTelemetry and Laravel provides deep insights into your application's performance and behavior. Following this podcast, you've set up a Laravel application with automatic and manual instrumentation, containerized it with Docker, and sent traces to AWS X-Ray. As you move towards production, consider scaling your setup, monitoring resource usage, and ensuring that your tracing configuration aligns with your observability goals. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Please share this podcast, visit our website, and follow our social media links.